What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the TrueShot Guest Spot Podcast. My guests today are Max Calkins and Lukas Gill for the band KATAHDIN. Now, you may have heard of this band. They used to be called Oliver. It was a band that TrueShot has played with ever since we first formed as a band, and it's really cool to catch up with these guys and see what they're up to since dropping Separation and To the Darkest Place, their two singles from 2020, especially Separation, which is personally my favorite song from them and got them quite a bit of attention. So in this podcast, we discuss a lot of things to do with our local scene and just kind of how they're doing in 2020, or how they were doing in 2020, and what they plan on coming up with here in 2021. So hope you enjoy the episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Separation! Lukas and Max, KATAHDIN. What's going on, fellas? How you doing? Long time no see.
Long time no see.
I know, it's been like literally more than a year.
Yeah. I don't remember the last time. I don't know. 2020, we didn't do anything together. Holy shit, we're going way back. I don't know.
Well, we haven't played a show as KATAHDIN yet, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah. So for people wondering, you used to be called another band. That the only band that I've known you guys in person as, which is really weird to think about, is that you've rebranded and whatnot, and I haven't even seen you guys in person since that happened. And I feel like you've been KATAHDIN for 4 years now.
I know. We're coming up on Separation's been out for a year in April.
Oh wow, has it been that long already? Wow.
Yeah.
We had a show like planned in March of 2020 to like basically do like a changeover, and then bands dropped off and everything was blowing up, and we were like, well, we're not gonna do the show because that's not cool. So yeah,
man. No, it's been crazy, especially because for those out there watching this, we're from, obviously, like I said, we've played shows together, so we're from the general vicinity to each other. You guys are in Maine, we're in New Hampshire, so man, it's been wild, especially I know that we can talk about this because I haven't really got to talk to too many bands or people on this podcast, or just in everyday life for that matter, that are from this area and know what's going on locally here. So there's certainly been some interesting shows that have tried to happen here and there. Ice cream parlors, freaking dirt parking lots. I mean, it's been interesting, hasn't it?
Yeah. Like it happens in Maine like way more than I don't even know. It's just the fucking worst.
Yeah,
we made a pretty big statement early on when we had to cancel that show that we didn't in good conscience want to ask people to come out. Like, we just felt that was not responsible. And so for everybody's safety, ours and everybody's, we never pushed it, even when things were getting real bad and things were still like, sometimes things were happening. And yeah.
I've lived in Maine my entire life, and I feel like every day I hear about a new town like up north that's there, just from I hear about like a show that's getting thrown in like the middle of God fucking knows where that I've never heard of.
Show at the Canadian border or something.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, no, it's been crazy, man. And I guess I'll throw it out there on this podcast, just because he commented on the post when I said that I was going to have you guys on. Alex Cohen wanted to say hello.
Yeah, we heard.
Yes.
Okay. You heard. Yeah. So what's going on with that? I mean, I know we're just diving into the juicy stuff here. What's going on with that? I guess I missed all that.
There's it's nothing that needs to be get into. We have no beef with anyone. It's just like obviously they're doing their thing, we're doing our thing. We know that there have been shows that have been played by members of Fathom Farewell and stuff. It's whatever. People are doing their own thing, but as a band that's so incredibly for safety and everyone being safe, it was just whatever.
We've been against it for a while, and some
Yeah.
stuff happened when everything kind of blew up, and some words were said, and it's whatever. Like we don't. I hate burning bridges. I don't like having beef. It's dumb.
Yeah, it's not worth anyone's time.
We just don't really care at this point.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, I just wanted to bring it up just because he said it. I was like, all right, you know what? Fine, I'll just say it.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, though, is that with these shows, I don't really understand what the point of it is, because what is anybody getting out of this? Like, is anybody getting paid?
COVID.
It's just like what's the point here?
Yeah. It's
that's the whole thing for us, is like it's just not fucking worth it. And we love playing shows like so fucking much, like, especially when we started Hollowell. That was our thing, is we were taking every single show that was thrown at us, just because we loved the environment, we loved doing it, we loved meeting new people. Like, it was literally our favorite thing in the world, and it still is. And so, like, yeah, it's just like, it's fucking annoying.
It's been a long year since we haven't been able to play.
Yeah, literally our last show was March 7th of last year.
Was that that?
Oh wow.
No, that was at it was at
that place. No, it was that place in New Hampshire that, like,
that was the last one.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was like a week before the shutdown of everything. So you got one in. We got one in
My
right.
fiance was in the Caribbean when everything was starting to shut down. I didn't know if she was going to be able to get back in.
I mean, she could be locked away in worse places. I mean,
yeah.
Okay. Imagine she's still there now, 10 months later. I don't know when I'm coming back. But no, man. But you guys have a sound that's very much suited for a live setting. So it's not that you guys. I think Separation, bang. I mean, I love that track. I really do love that, and it does fine. Obviously, we listen to in the car, but that song, it's like, with you guys, just hearing you live before when you were Hollowell, and just hearing the new material you guys have out now as KATAHDIN, it's just like you think to yourself, like, man, I got to hear that live. So I can imagine that you guys not playing shows. I think that once you guys get in front of a crowd, people will like it that much more. I'm sure you obviously know that.
Yeah,
we're looking forward to it whenever it happens.
Yeah, we're itching to get back to it, and it's like, it's funny that you say that, because we've seen like reactions and stuff to the songs on YouTube. And there was this one I saw where one of the kids was talking. He was like, "Oh, imagine like live if they did this fucking breakdown." And I was like, like, it just hit me in my feels, man. Like, I miss it so much.
I know, dude. It's crazy, because I look back at our 2020, and we just put out a song a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, fuck, nobody has seen any of these new songs. It's just that shitty EP we have. It's like, I want people to listen to like this stuff that's not shitty, So it's crazy, man. I mean, it really feels like a forever ago, because our last show was some festival at FET, which, I mean, I don't know why we did that looking back, but hey, at least we did it. And it was a show in 2020. Is the only one we did, but. Yeah, man, I don't know.
The same thing about the shows some of the shows we were playing as Hollowell. Like, that was like just play every show and get as much exposure as we could doing that. And
yeah,
I think this route we're doing now, even though it's forced, is it's definitely working better.
We played some shit.
Yeah, we did.
Played some shit.
Those fun local shows everybody likes to talk about.
Yeah, well, there was at one point, I mean, I don't want to, throw any more names out there, but at one point we had the same glorified local promoter. So we got plenty of local shows under our belts in 2019.
We played some shit, bro. Dude, I was just thinking, dude, the last time that I saw you, this is crazy. This is how long ago it was. The last time I saw you in person, we were at Jewel, and you were telling me that you had just secured Aiden to feature on the song.
Oh yeah, that was the
last time I saw you, dude. You put out what, like 4 or 5 songs since then? Like,
I think it's been
we put out that one with him, and then we put out Find Me I'm Missing, Reticent, and Mirage. So it's been 3 others, and then yeah, man. Man, I look back at that feature, and I'm like, at the time, It was awesome. Now it's like, fuck.
Like, what are you gonna do though? What are you gonna
Yeah,
Shit
I know.
happens. It's still a sick feature.
It is. No, it was great. It's just I wish it was somebody that now I could like promote. You know, I could be like, we had this feature at one point, but it's funny because I had Taylor Barber from Left to Suffer on, and I said, hey man, listen, like our first, because I consider that song with Aiden to be like kind of our first song, you know, coming off the EP, because I feel like we really it was just a different sound, or just a better direction. So I joked with Taylor. I said, hey, we both have first songs with guys that, you know, can no longer be featured on anyone else's tracks. So it's a good start. But so you guys, what went behind the to want to switch from Hollowell to KATAHDIN? Was it you know, member changes? I know that obviously Brandon, who's back in the band now, was the vocalist at one point. Max stepped up, and then I know Brandon's back. Was it just like I didn't like the name kind of thing? You're like, I don't want to be the Devil Wears Prada 20 years from now.
That was part of it. We hated the name.
Yeah, we also just like, we kind of had what you guys had, were like, we started writing this music that was like so different from the EP.
Yeah.
And we kind of just were like, we didn't, I don't know, we just didn't want to get swallowed up by that Hollowell EP. And not that we think, but like every band has its bones, but like that just was something that we didn't want tied to us anymore with the new direction we were headed in. And then between that and member changes and like all this shit, we were like, fuck it, like it's just a new thing on its own, you know what I mean? Like once we wrote Separation and we were like, holy shit, like we can actually write music that like means a lot more to us than the Hollowell EP did. We were like, it's just fucking, let's just switch it.
I put it this way, like the Hollowell EP, we wrote it for fun, just to write music when we first kind of started being a band. And then this stuff feels more like done with a purpose, and it's personal, and there's a lot more of us behind it. And also the name before was kind of just the same kind of thing. Like we picked it out, it was a town in Maine, and then we're like, well, let's upgrade it to like something cooler, and why not the biggest mountain?
Iconic,
Yeah, let's go from a town to a landform. Let's next will be a river. If you guys ever switch your name again, you got to go to a river.
I know.
That's the next one.
We went from just being like this little thing, and now we're just the absolute unit of a mountain.
And we like fucking thought on it, because I remember when we shot the video for Separation with Eric DiCarlo.
Yeah.
I remember we were in the process of doing the name thing, and he said to us, he was like, hey, like when I edit this video, because we told him we were going to change the name up, and he was like, what should I call the file with this video? And we were like, we don't know. We had no fucking clue, dude. We were like, we were just like, just leave it unnamed right now. And then we
I think we did like the name we were leaning towards at the time.
We ran through like a million options, and we really like wanted to think about it, because like Luke said, like Hollowell, I was like 17. I was like, let's do it. And they were all like, okay. And there's no thought into it. Like we just kind of fucking whatever. But
yeah. But no, I know what you mean about just, you know, you have like an EP, like let's just put out, because I mean, we know a lot of local bands, and I'm sure this is for all over the world. There's local bands who wait 10 years to put out, you know, an EP. It's like, all right, like let's just put something out already. I mean, like you're playing these songs live since you were 17, you're 33 now. Put something out already, you know. And they take forever. So it's just, I think that you guys made the right call, but you also now have some material that you can kind of maybe not use those songs, be like, oh, I mean, I really like that riff, I like that section, I like that part, and kind of repackage it into a.
We've talked about doing that.
We've discussed doing a revamp and remaster. Of one of the songs, but
okay,
we don't really know what the plan is, but
we have the two songs right now. We just finished a small little EP that's quite a bit different, I think. Than the two songs that are out.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Quite a bit different from. So okay, you're not going shoegaze on us.
No.
I
said quite a bit different. It's not that different.
I was pushing for shoegaze, but they didn't want it.
Okay, I see. Well, it was Max's time in LA. He's like, I got to go shoegaze now.
I know. I lived on the West Coast for a little bit. I was
That's
just
it.
like, came home and I was like, guys, title fight. And they were like, no.
You lost your edge. You lost that main edge. You seemed pissed off being cold all the time. You went out to the West Coast, and that's it.
Had my toes in the ocean. I was watching sunsets. I fucking lost it.
You're like, I love the 1975 now. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dude, for real.
I think we went from I think the biggest comparisons we were getting with the first two were like Gideon and Kublai Khan.
Yeah.
And now I think the only band we can think of that's even like kind of close to where this new stuff is maybe Code Orange, in terms of like that kind of.
But at the same time, we just write. Well, like we do. Like Luke said, like the new stuff is a lot more like passionate and like personal, and there's a lot more put into it than the Hollow EP. But at the same time, we're still in the mindset of like, we write what we want to. If we fuck with it, then we're gonna put it out.
Yeah.
But the new stuff is definitely, I know, like, and I've said this on every podcast that we've done so far and every interview that we've done, I've said like every fucking band, when they have new shit, they're like, oh, this is the best thing we've ever done. But like, this genuinely is like some next level shit that we put together, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It definitely is like the old cliche, but it's like, imagine if a band come out, they're like, listen, man, we did the best we could. I mean, it's not that great, but it's,
There's only one band I've seen do that, and it worked, was Counterparts.
Well, that's Brendan Murphy. He's
literally like, it's the same shit, but it's good.
Yeah.
You'll like it.
It's the same stuff, but I'm a few years older than I was the last time around. Yeah, it's so true. So Brandon rejoins the band. Now, what's going on with that? Is he? Because I know he was in Roseview, and I know he went viral. So is that why he left the first time? He's just like, listen, guys, I got famous over here.
He was blowing up. Yeah,
he's like, I gotta get out of here.
He was getting paychecks from ABBA in the mail. And
anybody that knows Brandon, like, he's the nicest guy. He's awesome. He's all of our like best friend. But he was very busy with Roseview.
Yeah,
and
understandably
so. Like they're signed. So like he had commitments to that, which was completely understandable. So it was kind of a thing. Like we just kind of all decided for the best if he went and focused on that, and we kind of kept the focus with us. And then not that he definitely knocked the vocals out of the park. I feel like he's gotten better. He has some vocal parts on the new stuff. It's pretty sick.
Okay, cool.
I know, it's like this weird flip around.
Yeah. But yeah, so like we had all been talking about going back to getting another guitarist. And Brandon's name came up because I don't remember how it all went down with Roseview and what they're doing, but things were basically at a standstill with them, and he had expressed interest in playing with us again. So we're like, hey, come play guitar. So
it was crazy for me, because when all of this happened was when I was in LA. And there's the 3-hour time difference or whatever. And so I was out there, and it was the day that our drummer before Nick, Caleb, told us that he didn't want to be a part of it anymore. Love Caleb. Shout out to Caleb, by the way.
Caleb's awesome.
Still one of our fucking homies. But so literally I woke up at like probably, I don't know, like 11 or 12, and it was already like 3 or 4 here, and everything had happened. Caleb had left. Brandon and Nick had shown interest in joining. Luke had already talked to them. And I woke up and looked at the band chat, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You gotta have a new band, buddy.
I literally woke up and looked at the chat, and all this shit had happened, and I was like, oh my fucking God, like, what the fuck? And I texted Luke, and he was like, don't worry, Brandon's already learning the songs. Like, Nick is gonna come practice with us in a couple weeks. And I was like, Jesus, what the fuck?
Nick
no clue.
Nick filled in for us a little bit. Because we had a history with Hallowell, kind of like you guys with your drummer situation. We went through we went through like 4 or 5 drummers,
including me,
including him. It was a running joke that he was going to play bass when that whole thing came up. So he could play every position of the band.
Triple Crown. Yeah.
But yeah, Nick Nick filled in for us, and he was amazing. And he had expressed interest too. So, yeah, bringing him in was like the best thing we ever did. I feel like this new stuff, especially on drums, is just on another level.
Yeah, I feel like the lineup we're at right now is like the most, like, in terms of like having the aces in their places, like the best that we've been, because yeah, Nick is a crazy drummer. Brandon's like a guitar player first, so like him transitioning into guitar from being our vocalist before was perfect. And then Luke moved over to bass, and like bass was what you were doing before. So like I feel like now everyone is kind of just like settled in, and it feels like really good.
Yeah. So, what's the secret behind finding a goddamn drummer? Because as you guys know, like you just alluded to, our drummer situation has been a disaster. I mean, it really has been. And the problem is that a lot of drummers around here that I've run into that aren't already committed to a project, of course, just aren't good enough. I mean, just to put it bluntly, like they just like it's very vanilla. There's no like nuance to it, and also like I don't know, like I feel like because I know that you guys, you're hardcore, metalcore, that stuff. That's where we fall in the metalcore realm. But it's just like I know what you guys mean in terms of like wanting the drums to be another level. It's like, okay, instead of like a like just a simple, fill or whatever, it's like you want something a little bit more. So what's the tip to finding a drummer in this area besides
Honestly,
the
dude,
multi-million-dollar contract?
There's no real tip. I used to take drum lessons, and my very like wise old teacher told me once that finding a drummer is easy as fuck, but finding a good drummer is insanely difficult.
Yeah.
And so we literally count our blessings every day when it comes to Nick, because
okay, so we're hopeless. All right, very nice.
Nick is just like a different breed.
He's an animal. This guy lives to practice. Like, he makes me feel like I need to practice way more than I do. This kid is practicing so much.
He writes out his own fills and stuff. Like, he has a little notebook and he writes his fills in it, like transcribes it into writing.
Oh wow.
And he just practices like all of he has a whole notebook full of like rudiments. Like, he's up at the fucking ass crack of dawn every day. I've never seen him without sticks in his hand. Like, he's always got a practice pad on him wherever he goes. He's fucking insane.
We were doing just like we'd be sitting there when we were tracking this EP, and we were just sitting there. We would just both look at each other at certain parts and just jaw drop. We hadn't actually heard him play the live drums to some of these songs until that day.
Yeah,
it was all just made it out for demos.
Right.
So when we heard him actually play it was like, oh shit.
Yeah. And we've always been like, as a band, but whether it be Hollowell or the two songs we put out as KATAHDIN, we've always been, with any drummer we've been very specific, and we've been like, oh, this part should be like a two-step, or like this part should be like on the taunt, shit like that. But with Nick, man, like, we literally just tell him to do whatever the fuck he wants, and he does some crazy shit on this EP. Like, jaw-dropping shit.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a drummer that can do that instead of just having the guitar player MIDI it out, and then it's just like it could either run into a situation where it's like that's not humanly possible to play, or it's like, or you have something that's like just better because it's a drummer's touch. Because that's like the guy that we've had filling in for us on like these music videos, Josh Richardson, who's in a death metal band from around the area, and he's crazy. He's so good. And it was like one time we were at the music video for Mirage, and we were over in the corner doing like the promo photos, and I was like, Josh, join us. He didn't come over, so I was like, all right, well, there you go. The hope is dead for you joining the band. But no, he's just he's in a death metal band, so he's just so good. But it's just one of those things, man. Like I've told the guys, I'm like, guys, listen, like, once we're at that point, like the drummers will come find us. If it really gets to that point,
they're diamonds in the rough, dude.
Yeah,
they really are.
And you guys are getting big online. Like, I mean, if it has to happen that way, you might find somebody willing to come to you from further away.
Yeah. No, for sure. But no, I'm glad that you guys kind of have your lineup. I'm glad that you have it established. I love the rebranding that you've done. And so with separation, from the outside looking in, there's I know for us, like there's those songs that you write and they come a little bit easier, and then it's like once they're done, you're like, yeah, this is gonna fucking do something. I'm guessing that separation was like that for you guys.
It's still like that for me, honestly.
We were just listening to it maybe 10
I think
10
you were
minutes
in the
ago.
stream.
Yeah, you were on.
we-
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I was like, "What are the fucking odds of this?" That I just pop in
Yeah.
here and that's on. I'm like, "What?"
Literally, we were sitting here watching it, and Luke looks at me and he goes, I fucking love this song. And I was like, yeah, dude, this song smacks.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
and I think that was like such a big part of the rebrand too, is like with Hollowell, we wrote all those songs when we were fucking, like, I was literally a child. And we were kind of just like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, this is heavy. But Separation was the first one where we all kind of looked at each other and we were like, oh shit.
This
like,
is good heavy.
Yeah, this is like something that we're legitimately proud of.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, dude, I mean, I don't think that we went into it like necessarily cocky about it, like, oh, like we fucking know that this is gonna blow up, but the reaction was crazy. Like,
yeah, it's been good.
It's been wild to see like something so personal to us, like that song fucking hits deep for us, and like to see it get picked up so well was like a great feeling, honestly.
Yeah, because I mean, like we've talked about, us playing shows together, and it wasn't that the past material was bad or anything like that, but obviously we did a reaction video for it. And I remember sitting there, we were listening to it because we were doing it remote at the time because of everything going on with COVID.
Yep.
And I was just like, okay, wow, like what? I was like, fuck, all right. I'm like, all right, here we go, guys. We're gonna step it up now. Okay, I mean, these guys, the throne. We got to step it up. No, it's all. I'm joking, but no, you guys are really like the one of the few local bands that I look at, and I'm like, if anybody in this area is gonna make it, I believe strongly. Like, if I had to write out a list, I believe you guys are my number one. Like, I believe that you guys are the ones that are going to make it.
Dude.
Yes.
Yeah, we both just don't have to say that. Dude, that makes
Thank
the
you very
fucking
much,
world.
man.
Yeah, that's dope to hear. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
you guys are getting the success too, man. I mean,
yeah,
you can't knock what you guys are doing. You guys are killing it.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're doing it. We're doing it obviously kind of in a more interesting way than the traditional kind of route, so to speak. But no, I'm very thankful. But no, I mean, like, I just I look at, because I mean, listen, man, like, we get a lot of like, we'll check out the local band stuff like that, and it's not that it's bad, but there's always like that, like, I don't know, like, I listen to it and I'm like, something's just missing. Like, I don't know.
There's the step that I know what you're talking about. It's how I feel about our EP.
Yeah.
And you probably feel about your EP, the first one. It's like you take that step up, you can hear the difference, the maturity, the care you put into the next level stuff.
Some local bands are just meant to be local bands,
No offense, like
it's just, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
And some local bands want that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's just the thing you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no different than a football player. Some people, they play in high school and that's it. Some people go on to the NFL. It's just the way it works. It's just
a choice.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, man, I don't know. There was just something about that track that I was just like, yeah, like I don't know, man. It just hit me on a visceral, because I love that kind of shit. I love the heavier kind of stuff, which is why I say to Adam all the time, I'm like, listen, man, you got to stop with the fucking. I'm like, just slow it down for a minute, okay? Just fucking let's hit people with these breakdowns, So no joke. I mean, that is, I'm looking for it. Like, that is one of those songs that I would pay a ticket to go see it live. I mean, it's just one of those songs, and I think that's very powerful. And obviously, with us being in the reaction community, we see all these other channels because we know them and we see what they're doing, and everybody just gravitated to that song. Like, it just happened.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we're proud of it. Obviously, the second one that we put out doesn't get talked about as much because I think we all kind of agree that song, because we wrote that song as Hollowell,
Yeah.
and we kind of sat on it for a very long time.
That's one of those songs that like we're proud of it, but it's kind of what we were talking about earlier. When we put it out, we were like, all right, here you go. Y'all wanted another one, so here you go.
I think it was the timing. There was so many factors with the second one that just
we didn't do it right.
Yeah, we have a lot of regrets about how we did that. There was some overlaying situations that were going on at the time of the release, and it just didn't hit how we wanted.
Yeah, we kind of had to shift focus to other things in the band that needed focus, and it just like, I know it sucks that we still put out the fucking song.
Yeah,
and it's not like we didn't put our fucking heart into that song, because in terms of writing it and recording it, we really put time in on it, but it's just like we definitely could have done more with it, and we can say that.
I think it makes us a lot more proud of what we're putting out soon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious because obviously I won't, we're not gonna get into it obviously, but I know what you're talking about. I know what you're referring to, and I'm curious. So, like, what do you mean in terms of what you would have done differently? Was it just kind of like
in terms of
hazard shoot from the hip kind of release? Is that what you mean, or
we did a lot of kind of experimenting on that one? We recorded it differently. They went through one more channel in the recording process. It was just a much different experience recording wise. I like a lot of criticism when we're recording. Like, just I want the song to be the best it can be, and that it was great at the time. Like, it was very smooth, very positive experience, but the criticism wasn't there. And
we like feed off that.
We like to be critiqued and being told like we can do this better, we can change this part and make this better, and that wasn't as much there.
We were also, I feel like, and I don't want to speak for all of us, but speaking for me personally, like, I think we were all a little scared too, because Separation, like, really fucking took off. Like, way, like I said earlier, like, really got picked up, really got received well. Like, everyone loved it. And we took a little bit to put To the Darkest Place out, and we just like, every morning, we woke up with comments or DMs or texts or emails or whatever the fuck, just being like, put out a new fucking song like right now. And we were all just kind of scared, man. Like we felt like this pressure to do like this thing, and it was almost it was just kind of a force at the end of the day.
It's not a bad song. Like, I like that song. It's just it doesn't hit like Separation does.
So obviously I'm not. I want to just make it clear that it's not a bad song. We're not saying like, what the fuck do these guys think? I mean, they put this thing out. It's not like that. But it's Separation is just it is what it is. And I think but the good thing about how music is released today, right, is that it's like, okay, some people will like that one, some people won't. We'll just get them with the next one. It's just kind of like a football player throws an interception, you're going to get out there for the next drive and just try to score. It's just going to keep going and just turning away. So
we took that into consideration too for writing the new stuff. We were like, all right, we got Separation, we got To the Darkest Place, and we really tried to comb, at least I was combing through YouTube comments, I was combing through DMs, I was combing through whatever to see what people liked, what people didn't like. And we really took that into consideration when writing the new EP.
We did and we didn't, because we also really wanted to write what we wanted to be writing and what we would be proud of. And we're all really proud of this, I think. Like, we don't have anything final back yet, but everything so far, like, we're all really stoked on this new stuff. Like, one of the songs is, I think, up there with Separation in a different way, but it's there, I think.
I think if you're putting Separation and To the Darkest Place on two ends of a spectrum, this EP definitely leans a lot further towards Separation than Into the Darkest Place.
So you said it was an EP. How many tracks we tie by here? Is it like it's a 3? Okay, I was like, is it gonna be like one of like those 9-track EPs, like it's an album, or is it on the
we understand that and no offense to the public, but we understand that a lot of people don't have the attention spans to make it past, you know, 5 songs anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
Albums are kind of, unless you're this already established band, to me, unless somebody's financing you to record and write that many songs, or writings on you, but record and do all that effort into like 10, 11 songs, that's expensive. Like, we put a ton of money into our recordings.
Yeah.
Since then, we've been doing this more seriously. And we want everything to sound as good as it can.
Exactly.
We also, I think this was kind of on me, but like, we, with the election and everything happening, and just kind of worried about everything shutting down again, and worried about what all we could get done, we kind of wanted to keep things kind of short and get as much done as we could. Yeah. So we would be able to at least get it done before any other crazy like lockdowns or anything.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, like Luke said, like, I would rather put out a 3-song EP where all 3 songs are like fucking 150% and put out like a fucking full length where we're all like, oh, the singles are super good. Like, this song is all right. Like, this song's kind of heavy. You know what I mean? So like, we really went fucking above and beyond with these 3. There's definitely,
and we're gonna put more out this year. I think.
Yeah,
we're planning to definitely
100%.
do another one.
Well, no, and I'm glad that you guys said that. I think that's very smart. I think you know, you're not offending the public at all, because I mean, they just don't. I mean, how many albums do you guys listen to on a, you know, when they come out and you're like, yeah, man, I fucking love all 11 songs. I mean, it just doesn't happen. You know, it's like, I like these 4, I like these 5. You know, 5 is like a lot to like for an album now. You know what I mean? But so no, I'm glad that you guys did that, because I think, and also that it sounds like you guys are a little bit more, you know, like you understand more like releasing the stuff rather than just being like, yeah, dude, we're fucking dropping a fucking 13-track album this Friday. Yeah. It's like, you know, like, it's crazy when I see people do that. It's like, do you have any clue what's going on around you? Or?
We wrote and recorded it all in 2 days, and we're putting it out next week.
Like, exactly. I'm like,
crazy shit.
Yeah, no, I see a lot of bands doing that, man, where it's just like, our EP's coming out next Friday. It's 6 tracks, and it's just like, what? Like, the nice build up for it, man. You know, 6 tracks. That could be 6 months of content there. You know what I mean? But But yeah, no. So you guys, you put that out on Ghost Killer Entertainment.
Yeah,
is that right? Yeah. And what did you guys think of that, putting out the track on a YouTube page like that, like a promotion page?
I think for our debut single, it was a great thing.
It was good.
It opened up a lot for us.
It got a lot more views. It definitely got the word out there a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
We also I really wanted to go into getting the reactions started as quickly as I could. Yeah. That has helped us a lot too. Like, I'm super into like you guys and just different reaction channels who've like checked us out. Like, there's a freaking TikTok page that they had a YouTube video reaction that we saw, and then I found them on TikTok. They've got like 14,000 followers on TikTok, and people are like posting on our videos that they found us from TikTok.
That's the funniest shit in the world. Yeah, we have comments on Separation that are like, came from TikTok, and I'm like, holy shit, what? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, TikTok, that's one of those platforms, man, that, like, I don't know about you guys. I kind of looked at it and I was like, I don't know how to dip my toes into this. And it's just like, you know what, man, it's one of those things that it's like Instagram or anything else. You got to eventually just got to make the plunge. And I mean, because you see, like you guys, I mean, you're seeing it now with Separation. You know, I know that Left to Suffer, that's how like their track Load like exploded, was because of TikTok. So yeah, no, it's nice though, because I know that sometimes those promotion channels can, you know, not be the best. So I'm glad that it did work out for you guys though.
I don't know if we're gonna, I think we pretty much decided for the rest, unless something crazy happens, we're planning to just probably do it on our channel to get all of the views to us.
Kind of letting the music speak for itself.
Yeah. We're working on some other things in terms of like just kind of getting the word out when the time comes, but we're right now getting everything in a row to have everything prepared.
Yeah, we love to be organized, and we would like to make that clear to anyone and everyone who is listening to this right now or going to see this. Like, for all the people that think we're just like, for that fucking 5-month period between separation into the darkest place, like, people thought we were just sitting on our asses. Like, we're doing shit. We just are a very organized band, and we like to have things like perfectly aligned before we do shit, because we just don't want to get stuck in like the big things coming, and then it takes a year to put out a song, and then all this shit. Like, so we are doing stuff. We're doing stuff all the fucking time. It's just like it needs to be perfect before we
in our mind
put it out. Yeah, put it out to the public.
Yeah. So I know that we've kind of touched on it here and there throughout this entire thing, but what have you guys kind of been doing in 2020? And besides Max going to, hang out with the movie stars, put his fingerprints on the boardwalk over there. What's been going on with you guys? Like a day-to-day basis, really. Yeah.
That did take up a little bit of time, just because when I was out there, I was working with this band Dollskin.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, they were like, obviously that was taking up a lot of my focus, because it was almost essentially like a work trip.
Yeah.
So I was doing all this shit for them and helping them out. So there was like a little break in the action, but
it was tough with Caleb too, because Caleb was immunosuppressed, or he had a weak immune system.
Yeah.
So it was really tough for us to really do much of anything, rehearse.
Yeah.
So a few months out of that summer, we were pretty.
Yeah. We work a lot.
I got laid off.
Yeah, we work a lot better when we're all in the same room talking to each other, whether that's socially distanced or not. Like, we just work better when we're together, rather than like sending shit in the group chat and being like, hey, what if about this? What if we did this? Like, it just works better when we can all communicate together. So there's a little slow patch. And then obviously, like, when we had Nick and Brandon, we had to learn all the songs, and then we had to do other stuff. We wanted to record to the dark place. But since then, I mean, we're just trying to touch all the bases that people want us to. And we're taking a lot from you guys, honestly. Like, you guys are content kings right now, bro. And so we're just trying to pick up on what's the vibe. Like you said about TikTok, like, we're just trying to kind of get feelers for what interests people,
kind of where we want to go next with content and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, we're constantly drawing shit up, whether it's writing or drawing up merch that we're getting to soon, or
can we still
drawing, just like all this shit, you know what I mean? And so it's definitely been a lot more behind the scenes work in 2020 than like out in public, but it's not our fault, I promise. we had quite a few very major obstacles that needed to be cleared before we could like really dive into shit, but we have been grinding the last like couple months,
hence being back to a fourth piece.
Yeah. I like that you guys don't have merch yet, because I mean, think about it. You're gonna build that demand. Like, I'm sure there's people like, where's your merch? Where's this? This? And then eventually you'll just wait. Or I know that you guys are working on it, but eventually you'll just be like, oh no, not yet. And then now, and then it's just like boom, and then they'll just flock to it right away. So I think that, especially with the EP coming out, I think you guys are setting yourself up, because there's nothing yet for people to buy, and they're obviously. Man, I mean, literally, like, I see it all the time, like with you guys. I mean, I've seen it because we've obviously done the reaction video to Separation, but, some people like nowadays, like, they don't know that we did it or whatever. And I still see comments, you got to react to KATAHDIN Separation. I'm like, we fucking did. Just go back and look for it. But, I mean, so we see that stuff, and not that like, like we're like, the know-it-alls of what's popular or whatnot, but it says something when you have literal strangers taking the time to comment on people's YouTube channels to check out songs. So, no, I think that not having the merch, I know it's kind of like one of those things that, like, I remember when we showed up to our first show, we're like, we got to have a fucking t-shirt. I'm like, and then it's like, looking back, it's like, who the fuck would want to buy one of those? You know what I mean? So,
we were the same way, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's like another thing to go back to, like, the time that we've taken.
Yeah.
Is we're also like a very DIY band, you know what I mean? We don't have anyone, like obviously we have people giving us advice and we have people giving us tips and shit, but like we don't have anyone managing us. We don't have anyone doing the work for us. Like in terms of sending out emails, making contacts, making shit happen, like we're all doing it ourselves.
Yeah, we all also work full time.
No
and we're fucking learning, dude. Like I'm not going to speak for the other, because Brandon did Roseview. I know Nick's been in bands, you've been in bands, but like I'll speak for myself. I just fucking turned 20. Like this is like my first thing that's like actually a thing. And so like I don't know shit about any of this, bro. And so like I'm fucking learning, you know what I mean? It's like people are freaking out that we don't have shit done, but I'm like, I don't even fucking know how to do it yet. You know what I mean? Like,
but you guys are all handsome enough. You could surely get a couple sugar daddies, sugar mom. I mean, you can take advantage of that. You know what I mean?
I know.
You got to make an OnlyFans.
There's what we're missing.
I know that. Yeah.
Shit, there's the content right there.
There's the merch. There's the content.
There you go. See, you said we're content kings, so I'm trying to give you some advice. You got to open up the OnlyFans, but.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I appreciate you guys saying that. No, I just I'm glad that, you know, because I think what a lot of times gets overlooked with bands is that it's like, yeah, you're a band, but you're also like an entertainer. You know, you're a brand. You know, you're so trying to do as much as you can. And believe me, I mean, there are times when we're doing all this shit, we're just like, fuck, man. Like, there's so much going on, like at once, like. We got to do music too. It's like all this other stuff, and it's just crazy. So yeah,
I forget who said it. Somebody said you're really in the business of marketing. You're not so much in the business of music. Your music is your product,
right?
That you're supposed to be marketing to people. So
that's like the funniest thing about this whole fucking band thing is it feels like performing the music and making it is like the 10% of the fucking pie chart, bro. Like,
it's
god
true.
Fucking damn.
They're so
like whenever I talk to people about shows and they're like, oh, it must be so sick to just like play shows every night. It's like, dude, playing the actual 15-minute set is the tiniest part of the fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. Well, a lot of people think it's like the freaking the Beatles. You know, you play Alchemy 15 times, and eventually the guy's like, "Hey, KATAHDIN, come over here. I got a contract for you."
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not how it goes. I mean, that's just not how it goes. I mean, with Spotify and just the internet, I mean, a label like really isn't even totally necessary at the end of the day. I mean, a label.
We actually just got done talking about that the other day.
Yeah, I mean,
we were talking about shopping.
Yeah.
Like shopping labels with the ZP, and then we got some pretty good advice. And after thinking on it, we were just like, you know what? Screw labels, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep everything we make and put it back into us.
It's like another thing too with being a young band. It's like we literally fucking made one song that popped off, and we were like, holy shit, we need a label and a manager and a PR person and a booking agent, and we were like, we don't fucking know what to do. And then we
need scrims.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Yeah, we took a step back and we were we took a step back and we were kind of just like, shit, we don't need like any of that, you know what I mean? Like, and we're doing fine just being DIY and like putting all the money in our pocket.
Doing what we can.
I can see it now. Max has the phone. He's like two digits away from calling Avocado Booking. He's like, actually, man, I don't know. Do we
I know. For real.
You remember back in the day when you weren't shit unless you had scrims?
Dude, we literally have scrims. Fucking what's that piping? Like the fucking
PVC?
Yeah, exactly. We have that. And I look back at that and I'm like, you know what? Was it stupid? Yeah, it's like, but it's like, you know, there's something about, you know, trying to at least fake it till you make it, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know, at least we didn't have like ego risers or anything like that. We're all just like up on stage and fucking like, but yeah, no, man, it's crazy, and it's cool to hear that you guys, you know, aren't stuck in 2001. I mean, I know that Max wasn't even born then, so, but you know,
that's the year I was born.
That is fucking insane.
Yeah,
by the way,
I know.
Like, that's so crazy. But no, there's a lot of, and I know that you guys are nice guys, but I'll be the shit talker. I mean, I don't care, you know what I mean? But it's just like there's a lot of bands that are just stuck in that fucking 2001, just fucking play the same 3 venues over and over and over and over and over, and then eventually they'll shop out their shitty, not produced well EP or album to fucking heavy metal records and be fucking doomed forever. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Why do I want to listen to you is what I ask myself when I'm listening to something for the first time. Not to be a dick, but like,
Yeah.
give me something to want to listen to. Like,
Right.
I'm huge on production, and if it doesn't sound good, like you're not taking, to me, it sounds like you're not taking pride in what you're putting out.
Yeah.
So why should I want to listen to it?
Yeah. It's like, and I think I'll put some of that record label shopping blame on myself, because when I was like out in California and I was like hanging out with fucking Dollskin and like all these pop punk bands that are on Hopeless Records and shit, I was like, I definitely got a little bit starstruck, and I was like, holy shit, like this is the fucking life, dude. Like, and I fucking was like blessed enough. I got to go to like 2 Hopeless Records and like walk around the office and like go through the shit. And I was like, yo, this is fucking dope. Like everyone just knows each other. Like this seems like such a vibe. So I came home from LA and I was like, let's fucking send an email to every label in the world, bro, and just see what happens. And then,
bro, listen, man, and that's fine. I mean, because think about it. I mean, you're 20. I mean, you're fucking 20. You know what I mean? I was a 27-year-old man with a child, and I'm like, I gotta fucking go tour, and I'm like, look back, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why would I think to do that? You know what I mean? But no, man, it you know, we all realize it at different points, and it's just, I mean, if we knew everything from day one, I mean, we'd just be the biggest bands ever. You know what I mean? Like, we would just like woke up, we're just like, all right, fucking had an epiphany last night. This is what we got to do. Everybody's gonna be fucking aced, you know? So, nah, it's really cool though, and I'm glad that you know, there's always those bands in the area that that like I said, that I think are going to go play, and I really do believe that you guys will. It's just, it's cool to see. It really is cool to see, because I mean, it's because I've known you guys for a little while now, and it's just really cool to see. I mean, we've played shows together, and it's just like, I don't know, it's really cool to see. I mean, genuinely it is.
I mean, I say the same about you guys, man. I mean, I'm on Twitch a lot, just kind of putting feelers out there, just trying to, you know, hang out.
Doing your thing, marketing, yeah.
But it's a lot of I'm in a lot of music streams and stuff, and you guys get brought up a lot, and your reactions get brought up a lot, and you know a lot of people. So it's like, hey, I know those guys. That's sick.
I was thinking about it today. When I was driving here, I was like, damn, like we fucking watch each other grow up, man. Like y'all have literally watched me grow up.
Yeah, like, I was about to say literally. I mean, you were in diapers the last time I saw.
Yeah. In terms of like the bands though, like fucking that, it feels like just yesterday, dude. We were opening for you guys at Hampton Beach.
Oh my god!
You guys are open. You guys opened for us at the bungalow.
God, that was our worst set ever.
Look at that shit, man. Like, and now look at where we're at. You know, a year and a half later, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, and I think it goes back to 2020, and I get it. You know, some bands, I understand. You know, they couldn't do anything during quarantine because, you know, a lot of people, you know, suffering with money issues and stuff like that, and I get that. You know, I'm very sympathetic to that. But there are a lot of bands who like just straight up didn't even like breathe in 2020, like not even nothing. I mean, literally nothing, and it's crazy that happened, and I don't know why. Why do you think that is? I mean, why do you think, you know, bands just kind of, in a way, just kind of checked out? They were like, oh, this is an off year. See you next year.
I think it was a lot of the dependency on that I have to play shows mentality. I have to interact with people that way. And it's one of those, I feel like, adapt or die kind of things.
Yeah.
And I had been talking about like pushing for more of a media and online presence before all of that, and it kind of forced it anyway, because I learned a while ago that playing shows just to play shows doesn't do it for you most of the time. I mean, we as Hallowell, we played every show we could, and while it was great, we made a lot of friends and a lot of connections. It really didn't show in terms of money or our streams.
Yeah.
And then just pushing everything like we have with this stuff, it's been, head miles above where we were.
Yeah.
And we haven't played a show.
There's also a lot of bands that, without like getting into names and shit, like there are a lot of bands that are just fucking a different level when it comes to being a live band.
Yeah.
Like just speaking locally, like I know there are bands where people are like, yeah, I know they only have a fucking 100 followers and their EP isn't that great, but if you see them live, like it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And so like when shows shut down, those bands are kind of just like, all right, well, we're fucked. Like, you know what I mean? Like they've built this whole thing off of being like that band live, and then like they're just fucked.
Except boundaries.
Yeah, except for boundaries.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. And so this is a question that I really wanted to ask you guys, because me and Adam and Derek, we kind of came into the scene, so to speak, like we didn't know anybody. I mean, we're all like these, like we're getting our AARP cards in a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? we're old, especially Adam. I mean, he's ancient, but so we came into this
78, right?
Yeah, 67. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yeah,
my bad.
Yeah, no,
sorry, Adam.
Yeah, he was born in 43, not 34. But yeah, so it's one of those things. We came into the scene, and it's an interesting scene, especially just being a little bit older. It's like it felt like me when I went to college. I was like 4 years older than everybody, and I'm like, I don't fucking fit in with anybody here. So were you guys kind of like involved before the band at all, or were you just like a band and then you just
I wasn't super involved. Luke wasn't involved.
I'm not even from here.
Yeah. we got kind of lucky in terms of making connections. We actually got pretty lucky with Brandon, because Brandon's one of those dudes who knows everybody, bro. He knows every single person that's ever picked up an instrument in New England.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
And it's not even like he just knows them. Like he fucking knows them, bro. Like anyone who's ever played music in New England, he's like, yeah, bro, like fucking my homie from fucking Delaware, like blah 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 blah. Like
I played shows in Philly because I lived down in Maryland until 2016. I was playing in bands from Philly. And then I stopped playing music for a bit. I went to school for a bit, and then I came up here with my fiance.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember. I met Brandon and one of the other guys in Roseview at Starbucks, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
They both worked there, and it was like right around the corner from my house. And then they were in Roseview. So I went to a Roseview show, and I had been talking to my fiance, being like, hey, I want to play music again. So at that show we went to, I don't even remember how it all went down. It was a Hawthorne Heights show.
Oh, wow.
And I asked 3 people, I'm like, hey, who can I talk to or keep an ear out for somebody to start a band with? And all 3 of them were like, talk to Max.
And it's so fucking funny, because Luke was probably so thrown off, because you were probably like, who can I talk to? And everyone was like, there's this 17-year-old over there who wants this too. I fucking walk over to Luke not knowing anything. I'm like, what's up, man? Like,
I hear you like do a band.
Yeah, you like hardcore? Like like
it was literally just me and you, and then shit just started kind of happening, and then
there was definitely just like a little romance spark like right out the gate, and we just like fucking became homies, and we just built this like thing. But I didn't know anyone. I met everyone through Jesse Harbison, Bitter Bones.
Yeah.
I met him. I was fucking shopping at Zoomies at the mall, and I met him, and he was just like, what's up? And we just became friends through music. And then he was like, New Roseview. He was like, I'm going to this show. Want to come? I was like, yeah. We fucking met Luke, started aligned. Now we're coming up, dude. We're literally coming up on 3 years of doing this shit, which is crazy. And Luke and I are the only ones who have been from day one all the way through. Like Brandon was in it, now he's back. Nick was in it, now he's back. But Luke and I are the only ones who have like been here.
We started it.
Yeah, we started it, and we will die with it.
Yeah, no, and that's a cool story. It's funny how like all these bands, there's always like an origin story of always it being at like a restaurant or a coffee shop, or there's always there. It's never like you meet them in the grocery store or the park or anything like that. It's always like, yeah, we're at like this restaurant or at Starbucks. It's just funny
Yeah.
how,
Hawthorne Heights concert.
Fucking
yeah. That's like the coolest way to start a band. It's like you're at a show, you're just like, let's fucking do it. Like that's
I
fucking
know.
cool.
And we were bonding over how young I was because Luke's fiance didn't believe that I was 17. Dude, I remember I was like a fucking spectacle at this show. I had all these people around me like, no fucking way, and I was like busting out my school lunch card. I was like, yeah, guys, I'm 17. Like, look at my school ID, and like we bonded
My
over that.
report card right here.
Yeah, dude, now we're fucking homies.
It makes me mad how this kid's 20 and he has basically tracked almost every instrument on all of our recorded stuff. I did all the guitars on the first 2 songs. But yeah, you knocked out drums on the whole EP. First one, you did some vocals, you did the guitar, and then
and some of the bass, yeah.
Yeah. He's a freaking animal. He filled in on drums, then he moved over to vocals.
Yeah, it's cool. That's the one thing about you guys too that I notice is that all you guys can play numerous instruments. I just yell. That's all I can. That's the extent of what I can do. I mean, that's it. So that must really help to move. Does that help move music along, or does that not like throttle it or stall it out? But it's like you guys all know what you're doing in terms of each instrument. Yeah.
I think it moves it along well because like there's that whole meme where like the vocalist says to the drummer, "No, play it like but dun 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 dun." But you know what I mean? Like
that's me.
Yeah, but like me being I'm a drummer first.
Yeah.
And so like there's definitely like a communication between me and Nick. Obviously Brandon's a great guitar player, Luke's a great guitar player. I played guitar for a while, so like there's definitely communication between the 3 of us. Brandon played drums, so like him and Nick are on a different level. Like
I think of it like in sports. If you know like what your teammates are supposed to be doing and you know where they're supposed to be, it's just the camaraderie is there. It feels like kind of like that. Like I don't play drums, but I know a lot of the terminology. I do a lot of research on like all the different instruments. I try and get better with everything, not just my instrument.
Right.
Just to kind of have that knowledge when I need it.
We've been kind of lucky with like if we ever have had like a lineup change of any sort, like we haven't really ever had to like freak out about it because literally like our fucking drummer will quit and Luke would be like, "Oh, Max can just play a couple of shows, we'll find someone." Or like fucking we need a new bass player, Luke's like, "I'll do it." You know what I mean? Like we've never had to like.
We didn't have backtracks before either, so it was all just like, all right, I'll learn this and I'll play it the way I can, and it'll be that. We are switching that up this time around. We're planning to have backtracks this time.
Okay. That's what my next question was, because I know that you guys, I get it. You want to be that raw, hardcore sound, but that backtrack helps, man.
Dude, we played a show. It was one of our last shows as hell. It was Body Snatcher, Great American Ghost, that whole tour. And we played in Connecticut, and that was probably, to us, it was like the tightest we'd ever played our set. And we were like stoked because we're like, this is the show. Like, this is our lineup. Like, this is the type of people we want to play with.
Right.
And we were stoked. And then we were like, nobody moved.
Everyone hated it.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. And after thinking on it, we're like, I know what it was. We didn't have backtracks. We were
the only bands on the entire bill who didn't have backtracks. And it wasn't like people didn't hate it. I shouldn't say that. People didn't hate it, but
we like people moving at our shows.
People were standing still, and I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. It was like nobody moved until like the very last breakdown. Yeah. And it was like, all right, cool, somebody's moving now. But
took 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, no, and the people moving, especially for your style of music, is very.
It adds to it.
It does. That's the issue that I had with our EP. I'm just like, because I don't know about you guys, but like, I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of like, if I think it sounds good, I'm pretty sure that I think other people will think it's also good. Like that's just kind of how I feel. And with the EP, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I just look back and I'm like, and Adam's like, no, man, this fucking song's sick. I'm like, yeah, to fucking, if you played in front of fucking Santana or, some other guitar player, they'll think it's sick. But the general person is going to be like, yeah, it's kind of boring. It's just a guitar part thing, But so that, man, that's like the worst feeling is like when you have music that is meant to make people move and there's just a bunch of people that are just like, not moving at all.
Yeah. I think another thing with backtracks, like even more than the fact that it really does beef up the songs, we're like we said earlier, like we're a band too. We just love to try new shit.
Yeah.
And we really experimented like super hard on and we're experimenting with everything, whether it's the merch or like whatever. We're doing shit that we want to do. And when we went into recording this EP, we were just like, let's just fucking like make sounds, you know what I mean? Like
it's not your generic, here's normal bass drop here.
Yeah. We weren't just throwing bass drops and shit. Like we were making sounds on the instruments. Like we were doing just crazy shit. And if it sounds cool, then it's in there. Like there's like so many layers on this new EP of shit that like probably to a regular person's ears, they won't even hear it. But like we know it's there.
Yeah. It's just there in the layers. Yeah.
Yeah. And we want that to be a part of the live set for sure. Like whenever those come back.
Yeah, no, and the backtracks just they fill out the sound. I mean, because it can be, no pun intended. It could be hollow. Like it just sounds hollow. That's what it was for us before we had backtracks. It's like, yeah, we cannot do this music with just one guitar. I mean, there's just no way.
There's the other downside of there's the downside of backtracks, which is you have to have a good sound system in place. You got to make sure that the venue can handle what you're trying to put down.
Yeah, and that is an issue. I mean, we have definitely run into that numerous times because Adam has like this fucking spaceship that he carries around with him for a sound system, and like the sound guys are like, what is this thing here? So they a lot of times they have trouble with it. But yeah, no, I mean the backtracks they definitely do help. Have you guys heard of this site, which this is one of my discoveries recently for like different sounds and stuff like that? Splice. Have you heard of this site?
I fucking love Splice so much, dude.
That fucking site is so sick. I spend hours on there, just hours, just going through. I'm just like, I love it.
I learned about it when I was out in LA with Dalskin, because we'd be in the studio and like me or Cindy the vocalist or Megan the drummer would be like, yo, what if we had something that sounded like this? And the fucking engineer just went on the Splice and typed in like the most generic word, and 5 billion fucking sounds came up, and he would just scroll through them. And I was like, what the fuck is this app, dude? And when we went to the studio, one of the first things I said to the guy who did our IP, I was like, yo, do you have Splice? And he was like, no. And I was like, fuck. But we still made some cool shit.
Well, the cool thing, so the guy that did our stuff is Duncan Cook, Desmo. He has that hip hop background too, which actually we took a lot of notes from that. He actually did a lot of experimental shit where instead of like just looking something up, he was making a lot of the things that we have in this.
He made sounds like on the spot.
I think a lot of the impacts and a lot of the just the extras that are in there are all like, I think he basically said they're all like hip hop techniques that he basically he's wanted to throw them into this genre, and it came out really cool. It's definitely different, which is what we were going for. But it's cool. I'm excited for people to hear it.
We're not throwing like trap drums and shit.
No. They have like 808s on there. What's going on?
Yeah. We have some interesting bass impacts. There's like horns in one section. We did.
Yeah, we have a black metal kind of a section that we put in there. I'm like, let's throw some fucking horns under that.
Yeah, we do. So there's just some crazy shit.
He did this edit thing with the drums for one of the intros that it's a hip hop technique that he said like it's this weird way to like fade it in.
Like it's like trash the drums out. Like there's just some crazy shit that you would hear in like a lo-fi playlist.
The impact sounds are his homemade impact sounds too. I think he made all of them.
Just some crazy shit.
Yeah.
He's a really good person to work with.
Yeah, well, he's done a great job. He produced Separation, correct?
He did. Yeah. He did both.
He did both. Okay.
He mixed.
Yeah, Separation we recorded, mixed, in the room with him. And then, like we were saying, to the darkest place, we recorded that somewhere else, and then it went to him, and he had the stems, and he did what he did to that.
Dude, he saved that song.
Yeah.
I've said it multiple times. Like he's the reason. Like it's kind of the reason we kept going back to him. Like this, he's very critical in a good way, and he has great ideas, and he's just really good at knowing like how to make things sound the way they should.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely haven't talked to him. I think I've talked to him maybe once, but he seems like a very bright guy. Because I don't know about you guys, but like a lot of times when I hear like, yeah, we're going to our local buddy, I'm like, okay. I think about it like
definitely.
I think about it like with a tattoo artist. I'm like, listen, I know your guy is $50, but there's a reason why he's $50.
Yeah.
But he did a phenomenal job. I mean, there's some other local guys around here that I'm like, I don't like it, but he did a fantastic job on the production.
His master or his production, and then Kevin Billingsley from Halo masters it. So and he helped out with Lamb of God.
Yeah.
He's they're both great, and I don't really want to go to anybody else.
They're so easy to work
a
with.
long time.
Duncan. I mean, everyone fucking knows Kevin Billingsley, but Duncan's another one of those guys. Like we were saying about our drummer Nick earlier. Like we just got so blessed to have a diamond in the rough like that, like right around the corner from us. You know,
he lives 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things where like we did separation and we didn't know like where to go, and he was like, "Let me do it," and we were like, "Okay." And
he killed it.
We made this fucking beast of a song, you know, and like he had never done anything like that really, and we were like, "Fuck, dude!"
I think it's a mutual thing too. I think he really, like, not to toot our horn, but I think it's just a really good chemistry there.
Yeah,
and we like it.
Yeah, and it's good that you said that he's critical, because there's nothing worse than just like yeah, man, that sounds sick. And that's why exactly. And that's kind of why we did the reaction channel. One, just for the content, but two, I know you guys have heard this after every show. Success, bro. Success. I really want to let people know what's not that I'm like, not that I'm like an authority or anything, but like I just got so tired of that, because I would like ask people like, how did I sound? Did this sound okay? And everybody's just like, no, man, sounded sick. I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's it. I mean, there's really no up from here. You know what I mean? So, and that's good though, that he's critical and he's not like a yes man, and he's really he's invested in the product with you.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes where he's definitely like, he's not gonna fucking put his name on it if he doesn't think that it's fucking like through the roof. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is fucking amazing. Like we love working with people that. And that was our problem with The Darkest Place, was we kind of just did it, and everyone was like, yep, sounds great. And we were like, all right, sounds great. Let's put it out. You know what I mean? With Separation, like that song changed a lot. And this EP, I mean, it didn't change a whole lot, but like the songs we brought in, like we love when Duncan would be like, hey, like, let's do this instead. Or like, let's throw this in right here. You know what I mean?
Try this.
Yeah, we love that shit. Just like the mentality of like,
I think you can do that take better.
Will Putney said that shit where he was like, I don't care if you hate my idea, but at least try it first.
Right.
And that was like our whole thing was like, and that wasn't just for Duncan, that was all of us with this EP. Is we were like I would bring up shit, Luke would bring up shit, Brandon would bring up shit, whether we all fucking thought it was stupid or not, like we tried it. You know what I mean? Like you never know if you're gonna make something crazy. And that's like Duncan's whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think that's important, because it's like, I look at with our music, we've done everything self-produced, and I'm always like, man, like I really want that, in our case, fourth ear, because like, you guys have listened to Separation before you had it produced 55,000 times. You're like, yep, this is great, and it's without that, you never really know. I mean, you can have an idea that it's good, but like you see it all the time. You hear about it all the time. A band will go into the studio and they just totally knock a song down and kind of just build it up from scratch again and makes it that much better. So that's important. And especially he's a guy, like you said, he's right around the corner from you, and he's really talented. And correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't he have like kind of a background in metalcore? Like, isn't that kind of...
He was Rose's vocalist for and he bit. Did Leveler.
He plays bass in Too Late the Hero, which is like one of the biggest fucking Portland bands ever.
Really?
With Kevin Billingsley on guitar, And so yeah, he was like really big in that like 2012 Rise Records sound metalcore, and then he joined Roseview, which is a little bit more like post-hardcore-y. And then he started the Desmo thing, but he's still like super invested in metal, and it seems like ever since we just went to him for this EP, like he's super fucking into it again.
Well, I think the advantage with him, and it's kind of nice, is he's not aware of all the trends.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to a lot of metal. He likes things that are different. He doesn't like everything that sounds the same.
Yeah.
So
he
it's
really is a fresh ear.
It's nice having that fresh, like unbiased take on. He's not focused on what the trends are. Like he wants it to sound good for you and give you his best ideas.
Yeah,
and
no, that is a really good perspective to have, because I mean, like I know that all of us here, I don't know about you guys. I'm assuming that I know that we all probably listen to metalcore a lot. I mean, that's just what we like. I mean, so it's like, we know, like, like what if we did this, like this band, and like they can kind of get in that rabbit hole. But then you have him who's implementing all these different styles. Yeah.
I've definitely started to kind of branch out more in terms of what I listen to.
Yeah.
He's more into like the hardcore stuff.
Luke and me fucking suffered from that though. Like, oh, this band did it. Like,
we should do this.
Do it. Yeah, but we've been like, especially with this EP, we were just like we said a million times, like we're just fucking did it. You know what I mean?
We want to do what we want to do.
Cool. We fucking did it, and like that's why it's so all over the place. Like the drums are crazy. There's some like really technical riffs on it. There's obviously like the slamming breakdowns that fucking make us like what we are. Like
some of those parts are hard. Like we all, after some of those parts, were just like, that's tough.
Yeah, we wanted to like challenge ourselves too and just make our own thing. You know what I mean? Like Separation Into the Darkest Place are generally easy to perform.
Yeah.
And those songs are more about the energy than the actual performance. And these songs are packed with fucking energy, but like they're tough. They're really tough to play vocally, drums, guitar, and bass. Like they're like, yeah, we went through some shit with writing this stuff.
We changed up the mix a bit too.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very bass heavy mix. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, if anything, you could backtrack its bass, but you guys, the bass is really prevalent in your music. So
yeah,
I think that would be that's gonna. Obviously, I know that you guys know that, but that as like a live presence is gonna be really, really cool.
Yeah, and obviously Duncan with the hip hop thing again, like bass is huge. So
we came up with some really, really good tones. Like I think this whole overall, in terms of like tonality, production, like he played me like some of the tones, because I went in early and like dialed in a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he played me, like had me play through the tones that we had for Separation when we recorded, and just how far he's come in terms of like just crafting a tone from scratch. The bass and the guitar tones are just huge. And
I mean, I don't know, like don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that Separation was only like his second or third like metal thing that he did, because he did a song for Bad Move, and then I'm pretty sure we went in right after that
recently. Like he had done like the whole Leveler thing like back in the day, but not to the scale that he's been doing it.
Oh yeah, Bad Move, man, that is a band name I haven't heard for a while. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I remember playing with them like up in like Bangor or something, like crazy. But yeah, guys, listen, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know that you guys are busy guys. So I'll let you guys get out of here on this, because at the end of the day, this is a podcast. I'm a journalist. I'm trying to get the info, I'm trying to get the inside scoop. What can we expect? Anything anytime soon? Any kind of like, we're thinking about this thing about this.
So we're talking to somebody about recording a music video, and
not Eric again? Not Eric again?
We're going with somebody else this time. We're doing something a little bit different.
No, not in any sort of like bad blood way. It's just like we're always trying to do different shit, except for Duncan. Duncan will go to every time. But like,
Duncan and Kevin are solids.
When it comes to other shit like the actual music or like video or ever, like we're always throwing out ideas.
See, you know who he is. I'm just gonna fucking say it's Ian Urquhart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, he's doing a video for us next month.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
we're talking with him about doing this pretty cool project, visualizer thing for the stuff.
Definitely unique.
And then we're getting the merch and everything lined up. We're basically trying to get everything in a row. We're looking at the next couple months. We're trying to put it out. We're just trying to make sure we don't rush anything.
Right.
It's worth it though.
It's gonna be worth the wait.
Trust me. Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, I'm genuinely stoked about this. Isn't one of those 6-set bro moments right here. Like, I'm genuinely, I can't wait for it. And you know that, for us with the reaction channel, send over whatever you guys got whenever, and we got you on the hookup on that. And hopefully that will help a little bit. I hope, because
we appreciate it. And anything at this point, we're not going to say no to anything.
Yeah,
we love you guys.
Yeah, well, I listen, man. Like I said, I know I'm just a regular guy or whatever, but I believe in you guys, and I really believe that you guys will do something. I genuinely believe that. And when you do, I want you to remember me. Don't forget about me.
How can we forget?
I can't forget my favorite old man, bro.
No, that's Adam. I hope.
That's Adam.
Yeah.
I'm only in my 40s. But listen, guys, thanks so much for doing this. I'm glad we finally got to do it. And
thanks for having us, man.
Of course, yeah. And I'm looking forward to this EP, man. But you guys take care. Be safe. No COVID. Okay. I know that for the people that are not watching the video format, these guys got masks on. Stay away from that stuff. It's not good for you.
No COVID.
All right. You guys take care and have a good one.
Have a good one, man.
See you, man.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the TrueShot Guest Spot Podcast. If you want to give us some support, here's what you can do. Listen to this on Spotify, share it with a friend, share it in an Instagram story, something like that. If you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review, 5 stars, please, or else. And also, if you're on YouTube, leave us a comment down below. What else can you do? Like the video, share it, subscribe, turn on notification bells, all that. And if you really want to support us even further, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TrueShotOfficial, where you can support us over there as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.